Hey.
Hello, everyone. Happy October. Happy almost Halloween. Happy all the
All
things
the fall
fall.
vibes.
The leaves, the pumpkins, pumpkin spice everything. If you're like me, apple
100%.
everything.
I know I'm not
It's
a really big pumpkin fan. Everybody likes the pumpkin. I'm
I
not a big fan.
no, I'd rather have apple stuff. I don't know.
Fair.
Maybe that makes I don't know. I've never liked pumpkin pie. Like
No,
it's not my
no,
jam.
no, same.
Uh, well, besides fall and all that good stuff, um, we wanted to chat today about a few things. I think something that we've been feeling, I'm sure you all have in the last month, 2 months, 6 months, year, but it feels like I read a tweet this morning that says the next 2 weeks are going to be the longest year of our life. And I felt that in the core of my being. And it's felt like with everything coming up in the next 2 weeks, the noise has gotten really, really noisy all of a sudden. And I felt very like I can't get away from any of it. No matter how hard I try to like stay off my phone or not look on social media or something, every day I just read more and more things, right? Um, about the election and the different candidates and all these things going on. On top of that, there's still everything going on outside of the United States, right? That is just really heavy on my heart, really heavy on my thoughts. And it's just feeling like everything is a lot right now. Um, yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Yeah,
I
we
think
wanted to pull in that time of the month and just be real. Um, really talk about why we're building this, what we've been through to get to this point, and just have a conversation around it because that's what that time of the months are for. We just dish it all out.
yeah, truly. And can I say this is probably a TMI, but my time of the month has now synced up with when we do this.
Yes, that's perfect.
What is this? It's being a woman. I
It
love being a
is.
woman.
We
It's
love it when
amazing.
girls,
Girls, girl.
100%. And then kind of like Rim was saying, it's noisy out there right now. It's overwhelming. And when we talked about it, like, what does this mean for us? We're not in this because we're not passionate about the world and leaving it. We both like to say better than we found it. Um, so what can you do besides doom scroll, be overwhelmed, share, get in conversations, like,
Doom scroll.
and
What
we
a term.
it's just terrible, especially late night. Like try sleeping after
God,
getting
no.
real fired up. But there's so much we can be doing, right? And like that's why we're
Yep.
building this to make real change and impact. And you don't have to like build a community tech startup to do that. So tangibly, we just want to like encourage our community to connect with yourself offline of all the things, connect with your family, your friends, your community, find ways in your job, your business, whatever it might be, to make real and positive impact and change, to be that movement forward and leaving the
Yep.
world a better place because there are real big actual laws affecting us in our life and we can't not speak on that, whether you deal with it within your business, whether you've dealt with it in a personal way, whether you've seen family and friends go through things that have impacted them in a real hard way. You have to share that and we have to acknowledge that, and it's the reason why we're building what we're building.
Truly. And it is. I think, you know, we've talked many times about how things affect us personally, how they affect our lives. I know when Emily and I decided to go to Austin for Techstars, is I found out I was pregnant right before we left. And while I was super excited for that, I had a very giant fear in my gut about being in my first trimester in Texas. That was terrifying to me because for all of you who have gotten pregnant or are trying to get pregnant, I'm sure you've read, the first trimester is definitely the trimester that you potentially could have a miscarriage. or you potentially might need an abortion for something, medical issues, etc. And so I was terrified to be down there during that time. I actually, because of the rules and regulations, getting into an OB down there was insane. I had
Oh
it
my
basically
God,
was
I
like
remember that. You were on so many calls.
so many calls. I basically had to like sell my baby to get onto an OB list. And so I ended up flying back to Denver for my doctor's appointments because it was insane to get in there. And also because I remember talking to a lot of these offices on the phone and how scared they sounded to take someone in their first trimester because they knew the rules and regulations that they're put under now. So these poor, medical professionals trying to do their job, which they take an oath to take care of their patients. And the laws being put into place right now are hindering that. They are watching women die right now, and they can't do anything about it because of the laws. It's things like this that make me look at our society and say, this is not the world my mom wanted to make for me. This is not the world I want to make for my son. There are laws that put into place specifically on women that will continue to push us back and push us down. But the thing about women, each and every one of us, we are the foundation of this economy. We are the backbone in all of our family lives. We are the ones who keep the movement moving. Even though we are constantly looked over by society, we're constantly looked at as not as important in society. We're constantly questioned by our society. It's like we are the ones who make the big changes that continue to make this world better than what we found it. For whether it's climate, whether it's economy, whether it's family life, all the things are because women are at the forefront in a way. And that's just something that Emma and I have to speak on because we are two women, because we're building for women, non binary, trans, because we understand that, like, if we all are supporting each other and all of our rights, that we as a whole, as a nation, are better, we do better, we succeed better. I recently went to tour preschool for Rhodes. And when we got towards the end, the facilitator was telling me, she's like, "Oh, yeah, we do like tornado drills and fire drills, and we do active shooter drills,
Preschool.
preschool." And I know that's the norm now, but why is that the norm? It doesn't have to be the norm. It wasn't the norm before when there were the right laws put in place to keep the thing from happening. I know I continually talk about, like, Emily and I have said from the get go with what she said, like, we're trying to leave the world better than we found it. It's like I'm trying to leave this world better for Rhodes than I found it. Emily's trying to leave this world better than she found it. Like, that is why we're here. And we understand that there are different views, right? There are different understandings. But end of the day, everything we do today affects the next generation. And some of the younger generations are really PO'd right now at the older
And we don't blame
generations.
them.
And we don't no, not 1 cent, no blame. Because if you had gotten left a world that you could have made good change in, that you could have done some things to make it livable, better, cost effective, and you chose not to because of your own selfish reasons, I'd be pissed off too. I'd be like, thanks for leaving us this mess to deal with. I don't want to do that to my kid. I know a
100%.
lot of people don't want to do that to anyone in their life. So that's why we're talking about this. It's like we want to make good change. We know we can. We see it in a lot of people. It's just understanding that our voices are louder than the noisemaker voices.
100% together with community on a larger scale. Like as Bryn mentioned, it's I think powerful for us to talk about and her to speak on what she's experienced personally just within the recent years in becoming a mom in life as an entrepreneur. And then watching these laws run back on trans and the LGBTQ community's rights too. All of that is a part of the community we're building. And it's not just a rhetoric for us to have high level conversations on. We can't go back on that. We're in this for all of us to be on an equal playing field, and we're far from that. It's not that long ago that we couldn't even as women open our own checking account or leave a marriage if we were getting abused, or let alone imagine starting a business. And we're out here trying to close the gender equity gap and make safe spaces in a world where it's hard to find a space that's safe digitally and physically. So just know that, yes, there's different viewpoints. We want to be cognizant of that. We all come from different backgrounds. We're experiencing the world in different ways, have been affected in different ways with different beliefs. We don't believe one set should just be shoved down all of our throats. There's a nuance in building beautifully for the world, but we're building this for you, for our community. And we feel a huge sense of personal duty to women, to trans and non-binary folks in building this safe space, but also creating real impact and change. And we hope that you're here and you feel the same and you can do it right alongside us.
And that's that.
Period.
Pretty
As
period.
Ingrid would say.
I mean, I think that's what we have to say. You could go deeper. And Emily and I, like we say, we're always open book. If any of these conversations sit with you, you'd like to have a conversation. But end of the day, we're here with you. We're here striving for a better world, a better nation. We work hard into putting it into, we're definitely people, we believe in impact over income. We've always kind of been that way. We've been called passion forward founders by almost
I'll take
every
it.
advisor we've talked to. And we don't think there's anything wrong with that. We think that's a really great thing to be. There's a lot of people out here doing things for their own selfish reasons, and that's them. Emily and I want to do this because we believe in all of you. We believe in the two of us. We believe in our amazing team. And we believe that what she said has the ability to make good change on a greater scale than we even know about.
100%. So let's fucking go.
LFG. Is that what the kids say? Do they even say that anymore? I don't know. Probably
I don't
not.
know. We're probably not cool
We're always
anymore.
so far behind. We're always
It's
so far
okay.
behind.
The girls, they get it. They get it.
Yes. Yes.
But thanks for listening to our hearts and
Yeah.
sitting in on that time of the month with us and just growing with what she said as it grows, but also as we grow as founders and as we shift and move through all the things going on in this world.
Yeah.
We
Because
know
that's
it's
always
not
gonna
easy.
no. And it's always gonna be happening. So that's why we got each other to support each other. And now
Till
we sign
then.
off in an awkward way.
Because it's the best.
We'll get here one day, I promise. It's not gonna be so weird. Bye.
Bye.